Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Heisey again. Got another deck profile for you today. Today we're talking about Tenpai. 42 card deck. That's what I'm running. 42 is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this number. So far, for the past 3 weeks, I've been topping. Got first place a few weeks ago. Ended at the Rarity 2 collection. Jesus Christ, can't talk. Rarity 2 collection event. Ended up winning the playmat. I would have used the playmat for this video, but ended up selling it and getting another one of these. And gave my this is the new one. I ended up giving my other one to my boy Cthulhu, just because like he's just been a great friend. Honestly, that's my boy. He's my best friend. Bro, literally, you know, the Ginyu Force playmat that you guys have been seeing and and liked, that's from him. He got that for me for Christmas. On top of that, the amount of cards that he's given me to let me borrow, to help me, you know, be able to do these kind of vids and top and everything like that. I mean, he's just fucking awesome. And you know, I'll have his channel in my description. If you haven't subscribed to him already, go give him a sub. Dude's an awesome guy. Very chill as well. If you like, you know, how I am and how chill I am, you'll fucking love him too. I mean, we're basically the same person, honestly. But yeah, go check him out. He's a good guy. He's fucking awesome. He cheats, but you know, whatever. So let's go into the deck profile here. So we'll go ahead. We'll start off with the main event, the main cards. 3 Pydra. Nothing crazy there. Everyone's rocking 3. You have to rock 3. Self-explanatory. 2 Fadras, or not 2 Fadras. 3 Chandras. I got this messed up. 3 Chandras. Now 2 Fadras. I'm considering putting this at 3 just because of the grind game. There's been a couple times where in the grind game where, you know, I had both of these in the graveyard and Chandra and Pydra as well, and I had to do some funky stuff to like be able to pull off the win. Sometimes I don't even pull off the win because I need a third, but I don't know. I'm considering him at 3 just because like he's not bad to open with, especially like if you have a summoning with that doesn't get interrupted, and you could add the Chandra, and then you can special summon Chandra, or even if you open Chandra and Fadra, like it's not the end of the world. Like you're pretty Gucci, honestly. Especially like if you have the field spell, you're really fine. But yeah, again, maybe I'll put him at 3. Right now, I'm not gonna be playing with any of the cards or anything like that, any of the ratios, just because I'm bringing this to regionals on the 15th, so which is, for when I'm recording this, just a couple days away. So I'm not gonna be playing with anything just yet. Maybe afterwards I'll mess around with ratios, but for right now, just 2. That's all. But 3's a good idea. 3 Kaiman. Self-explanatory. And then, of course, the other broken card, Sangan Summoning, 3 of those, and the honorary Tenpai card, Terraforming, to go ahead and grab that, and another card that you'll be seeing in the side deck. But that's pretty much it for Engine. It's pretty basic, just like everybody else's. Tenpai deck, it's all the same, just like every other Snake Eye deck is the same. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. We'll go into the non-engines now. This card, I'm very glad that I added. I think I took out the thrusts for this and some other stuff as well, but Castir Fenrir, man, amazing. I mean, you get a free special summon. He gets to add himself, and you can use, you know, the added Fenrir as fodder for the summoning to grab your Chandra or Pydra or whatever. Super good. It also makes your opponents, you know, have to really think about what's the, because you're going to be going second, and it makes your opponent really think like about what they're going to be using next, like if they're going to be using that Ash or something like that. Makes them sweat, makes them really think. So super good card. I would definitely recommend. Then we got our 3 Nibs. It's Nib, it's the Rock. We all know what that does, right? 3 Ash, standard, nothing crazy. 3 effect veilers, very good this format. 2 droll, just because droll, I mean, there's still a lot of good cards or decks that, you know, get hurt by this, especially like with Yubel now. Yubel with their new support, droll hurts them pretty good. Snake Eyes, depending on what they open, hurts pretty good, and of course Rogue as well. Obviously, it's gonna hurt Rogue decks, but super good card. Yeah, play it, don't play it, it's up to you. This is my deck. 2 Ghost Ogres. Ghost Ogre is really good in this format. Against any deck, honestly, it's really nice, especially like, you know, whether they're spell heavy, continuous spell heavy, continuous trap heavy, if they need, you know, bodies on the board after they have, you know, to go link or synchro, fusion, whatever. I mean, it's nice to get rid of that to really pause their play. And then 2 Mourners. I'm considering cutting the Mourners, but I'm not 100% sure yet, just because like she's good for time. Because we do go in time sometimes. So like I try to, you know, as you guys have been seeing, like my gameplays have been like less than 20 minutes most of the time. But sometimes we happen to go to time. Sometimes you get that guy who just wants to slow play, or even sometimes you know, it's not even slow playing. It's just a lot of thinking, because like there's just so much interactions, especially in this format. It's just, we gotta think, man. You know, give us some time. But this is really good, like especially for time. Like I said, you know, if they remove that monster that you targeted and to negate and everything like that, they pay the attack and life points. So it's pretty nice. 3 pots. Back row removal. We're playing 2 Lightning Storm and a Harpies. We're going second most of the time, so you want to play this. And then 3 Imperms. That's pretty much it for the 42 card main deck. Pretty happy with it. Again, I've been topping with it, so I'm going to leave it alone for now. Go ahead and go into, I guess we'll go into the side deck. So the side deck, I was playing D-Shifter, but I ended up cutting those. Just because like D-Shifter, I don't know, it's really good. It doesn't hurt our deck too much. We can still OTK with it, but if you're playing against a deck that doesn't care about D-Shifter, it sucks. And then grind game wise, like you're hurting yourself, because now all of everything's in the banish zone and you're not getting those back. So it sucks. Especially like, you know, with Fadra. Fadra's not gonna grab you those banished cards, unfortunately. But yeah, I ended up cutting that just for that reason. Just because of grind game. But threw in two Ghost Sister Spooky Dogwoods. This card goes burr, stops a lot of plays. Sometimes it doesn't. They just keep going because they don't care, and I just keep gaining those life points, and we end up going to time because they have to try to kill me, and I gained like 30,000 life points. So super good. That's one of the reasons too. I mean, it's kind of almost like a max C to me, at least. That's how I like to treat it. You know, I don't want them to keep going and climbing into their links and their synchros or whatever, or their fusions. I want them to stop, so that way, like, I have less to deal with. Most of the time, some guys, they just don't care. They don't care if I gain that many life points, and they end up paying for that when it comes down to time, when I have, you know, 18,000 life points to their, you know, less. So it's good. I like it. I definitely recommend it. We got our 3 crossouts because people be hating. It be like that sometimes, so you got to get ready for that, especially when they call those D barriers. And it also it's really good for the mirror match too. You know, if you're going first, you could definitely go first or second, doesn't matter. But you know, you go ahead and call like Chundra or Pydra or whatever. You kind of really screw them up, especially Chundra. I feel like Chundra is a really good hit for the cross out if you're in the mirror match. But yeah. Then we go, again, shout out to Cthulhu, who let me borrow these. These cards are super clutch. It's literally a turn skip with like a T-set pass type thing. It's kind of funny. Super good. it's all, you know, well, again, most of the time we're going second, but you get players that, you know, they get a little cheeky and they go, you go first. And I prepare for that. My deck, and the way that it's built, you can go first, no problem. If you side correctly. Most of the time they're gonna, you know, they want you to go second anyways, but every now and then you get a player that's just like, you know, I'm gonna screw him over and make him go first. And I'm like, sweet. And you end up opening with this. It's pretty nice. 3 MSTs. I'm never not gonna not play MST. I love this card. Until they come out with a crazy spell card that has an even crazier graveyard effect where, like, you know, once it goes into the graveyard, it's GG. I'm going to keep playing this, you know. It negates, you know, continuous spells, traps, all that stuff. It negates, dude. That's why I love it. And especially, you know, skill drain is very, very apparent in this format. A lot of people are playing that right now. So it's nice to, you know, open up with one of these and get rid of that so you can keep on playing. 2 droplets. Droplets are good, especially, again, let's go back into the skill drain issue. You know, hopefully you have like a Fenrir on field, something like that, and they have like a face-up monster. You go ahead and go into battle, swing with Fenrir effect, target the skill drain. If they have nothing and they have a face-up monster, you chain this, send that Fenrir, bye-bye skill drain, continue on. It's pretty nice. You can also do that with the Ghost Ogres too if you happen to open them with it. But it's nice to also, you know, half an opponent's, you know, attack points and everything like that too. It's pretty cool. And then the one-ofs for the crossouts, we have D-Barrier, because people be hating. They don't want you to play it. And Necro Valley. Necro Valley is an amazing card. This is usually what I'm sighting in. If I feel like they're going to make me go first, I sight this in along with the Heat Waves. I don't play the, obviously you haven't seen it, but I don't play the one spell card where you switch or whatever. I don't play that. There's no need, in my opinion. There's a better card or a better way to do it. We'll get into that right now with the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we are playing, oh, my mail's here. We're playing 2 Bident. 2 is more than enough that you need. 2 is good, it's a perfect number. I want to go any higher than that. And then we're also playing 1 Transcendent. Now Transcendent, I'm contemplating putting him at 2, just because there's one game where my opponent ended up, I think he SP Little Knighted, and he ended up banishing Transcendent that was in my graveyard. And from there, I was kind of screwed. And if I had another one, I would have won type situation. But yeah, I'm considering him going to 2. 2 is not a bad ratio for him, honestly. It's come up for me at least, and that's the reason why I'm contemplating it. But 2 is not bad. If you want to play 2, go for it. It's not bad. Going to our other little synchros here. We have Odd Eyes, Black Rose, Ruddy Rose, Trident Dragon, getting a reprint, which I'm not too happy about, and, you know, especially when you drop. I ended up getting a nice deal with this for 90 bucks. Shout out to Paul G, the best cashier player there is, but yeah, I mean, shit happens. We move on. And then our boy, Ancient Fairy Dragon. That's how we're going to be going into our Necro Valley if our opponent makes us go first. If we were going second, obviously you can use this for fodder for the Pot of Prosperity, but going first, I like to go into this. You know, gain 1,000, destroy, you know, obviously you need the Sanguine Summoning on the field as well, but you destroy Sanguine Summoning, gain 1,000 life points, add the Necro Valley to hand, set the Necro Valley, pass. You know, it kills a lot of decks. It's almost like another turn skip depending on what deck you're playing against, like Snake Eyes, Ubel, it kind of hurts as well. There's a lot of decks that it hurts. So, Necro Valley with Ancient Fairy Dragon is pretty nice. And she's got a fat ass too. I mean, 3K is pretty nice. And again, gaining 1,000 is pretty cool too, especially when it comes down to time. For the links, just in case we don't open up with our crossouts, we have our Hida, our spheres, and then of course, because with the Hida we go into the princess into the Phoenix, and then Zelantis. So we're basically playing Snake Eyes at that point. And then of course Little Knight as well, just to have it in there. I don't really go into her much. And then the last card being Typhon. Typhon's really good. He's come up a couple times, but I don't know. He's I'm considering getting rid of him for the second Transcendent Dragon. But like, I don't know. He's come up a couple times where like it kind of helped, but it also kind of screwed me too, because like I had like Nib in hand or something like that. So I don't know. He's good, but he's not good. He's you know, he's aight. He's aight. But yeah, that's my deck. That's my deck profile. That's my extra deck. You guys saw my side deck. Again, 42 card deck. Nothing too crazy. It's basically your average Tenpai deck, basically. Just like every Snake Eyes deck profile is basically the same, with like a little bit of a twist. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, leave it in the comments. You can also join my Discord that I'll have in the description as well, in case you guys ever have any more questions, things like that, any kind of Q&As. I try to read every single comment and every post that's on my Discord as well. If you guys have questions, I read like almost every single one of them, and I try to reply as much as possible. But I work a full-time job. I'm up at like 5 in the morning. Sometimes I don't come home until 7 at night. It'd be like that sometimes. So, I mean, there's been times where I even, if I have a second in my job to like check my phone and I see you guys commented, I try to comment right there and then. But me being full of HD and not being able to just keep a one-track mind, I end up forgetting to reply sometimes, like an idiot. I have way too much confidence in myself, because I end up seeing a comment and I'll be like, oh, I'll reply to that later. And then 6 months down the road, I'm like, oh shit. It'd be like that, and I'm sorry. If any of you have ever commented asking like serious question or anything like that, and I never replied back, please don't take that to heart. That's just me being a dumbass and forgetting to reply most of the time. But yeah, like I said, if you guys ever also like, if you need help or anything like that, like building a deck or even like, going into your combos for like RDA or Tenpai, anything like that, just join my Discord. We talk a lot there. I have other rooms as well where like, you can show off your winnings if you happen to go to locals or something like that, your deck builds, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of cool. It's fun. And again, I try to reply and talk to as many people as possible on there, whoever, talks and stuff like that. If you guys have questions, I really try to answer all of them. But yeah, that's all. Make sure you check my description. Go follow my boy Cthulhu and my other boy G Fergie. If you guys like gaming and whatnot, he does a lot of gaming videos. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, give me a like, leave a comment, if you have any suggestions, anything like that. And if you haven't already, give me a subscribe. I try to post, 3 to 4 times a week. I'm a very busy guy. Like I said, I work full time, so sometimes I skip a day or two. It happens. It's life, dude, but I try. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you. Later.